sign back on for a clearer connection.
So far, you get a message? Put me on a level.
It seems like they may have recovered the female that was kidnapped. That's what it seems like. It doesn't seem like that they arrested somebody. We'll find out soon.
All right, and good evening, everybody. It is Juan. Please share that you are watching. Sorry, we had a minor, everybody watching, minor technical thing. I am riding along. Right now we're on Park Avenue. We're with Sergeant Corvisi. Big shout out to Ashley. Let me show you the sergeant. And there he is. And we have already had, there was some people arrested with a disturbance at a barbershop. And then we also had there's a kidnapping tonight. And Sergeant, you were mentioning they think they have the victim from the kidnapping.
It sounds like they got the victim. Can't confirm that yet, but just from what I'm hearing on the radio.
Yep.
But it was a kidnapping for ransom. Sounds like the suspects requested $10,000 in order to release the victim. So investigation's still ongoing, but that's what I've heard so far over the radio.
Okay. So folks, that is tonight. Cranston PD been dealing with a kidnapping. A woman was taken and they were demanding $10,000 in cash. Please share that you are watching, folks. Again, we are in Cranston. This is our first edition of Cranston PD Live. I am riding right along right now. Sergeant Corvisi. We're heading over Park Avenue. Remember, type in anyone you know from Cranston. You can type in their name and they should be notified. And you can also click the like button. Right now we're heading down Park Avenue towards the Edgewood area. We're going to be approaching Elmwood Avenue coming up on the left. And this is the St. Matthew's Church coming up on the right.
When's the last time you were filming over here?
Elmwood Avenue. This brings back a lot of memories. It was right there to the left. The Cranston line. Folks, there it is. The Cranston line. Cranston Police would not allow the rioters to come into Cranston. And that was the game changer. Many people remember back in 2020. That changed the entire tone of all. They were not going to let them come in and destroy Cranston. And thus I dubbed it the Cranston line. Which then the Providence Police used the next night on Federal Hill, Elmwood Avenue. The Cranston line was then used again, almost like a football play.
It's a good play.
It is.
Good play.
Happy early Thanksgiving to everybody. Again, we are in Cranston. You're watching. This is first edition premiere of Cranston Live. I'm riding with Sergeant Corvisi. We've already had 2 incidents in Cranston tonight. One, a kidnapping. Still investigation. Sounds like that may have been solved. And there were 2 arrested at a barbershop disturbance earlier.
A lot of traffic on the road tonight. A lot of traffic.
Folks, again, remember tonight it's going to be very busy on the roads. Lots of drinking and driving tonight. It's reunion night. We're going by right now there's Park View. Parkview Field. We're going to be going into the Edgewood area. Now, yesterday we were at Edgewood, right off Broad Street, Grand Avenue, for that standoff. Yes. Already got the Christmas lights out. Cranston is ready for the holiday season. Folks, 6:28 on this Wednesday night before Thanksgiving. You're watching, this is the premiere issue of Cranston Live. Cranston PD Live. I want to thank, by the way, the Colonel, also Commander Padalano. And we're going to be riding along with the Cranston Police. This could be a busy night.
Could be a very busy night.
Yeah.
It seems like it's starting off that way,
Yep.
but it's just something you can't predict.
That's right.
You know? Something you can't predict. Some of the busiest days have been Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and some of the slowest days have been Saturdays and Fridays. So.
Folks, we're coming up the intersection of Warwick Avenue and Park Avenue. It is Thanksgiving Eve. Yep. Anything you can tell us about the kidnapping call? What time that came in or anything?
Yes. I'll pull it up.
Folks, Thanksgiving Eve.
So it came in at 4:14 p.m.
Wow.
and it looks like that the suspects were using a sort of like a they call it a burner phone, but it was a track phone, untraceable address on it. They were using like WhatsApp, Wi-Fi calling kind of thing. So there was a lot of technology and stuff we had to overcome to locate them. Like I said, still ongoing. Hopefully we can have a better update once I figure out what's going on and once I hear back.
Folks, coming up to, this is Warwick Avenue, St. Paul's Church. Now, right up the street from here was where the incident was yesterday, Broad Street and Grand Avenue. Right now, we're right in Edgewood, St. Paul's Church. This is the intersection of Warwick Avenue and Broad Street.
Troy. Honey. Myself and 207 over to 18 Ackland Street. Looking home. Just go with the street name again. Ackland.
That's a lot. I'll be over to that.
Okay.
So we're gonna go try to arrest a third suspect in that assault, a disturbance that occurred at the barbershop. Seems like they got an address for the female that was involved that may have pepper sprayed or attempted to use her vehicle during the disturbance.
Folks, share that you are watching. You're watching Cranston PD Live. This is Juan on the scene. Right now on Warwick Avenue.
Left. 10 Aldridge. For Ford report. 4.
It's only 6:30. It's only 6:30. And we got half the patrol division's tied up.
Wow. Folks, 6:30, already a busy night. Watching Cranston PD Live. It's Juan on the scene. We're riding along Sergeant Corvisi. We're right now on Park Avenue in Cranston. Share that you're watching. Thank you for the stars, everybody.
Away until 7 o'clock. 10-4-7.
Folks, again, on this Thanksgiving Eve, it is Juan. You're watching the premiere episode, Cranston PD Live. Heading up Park Avenue right now. We're riding along with Sergeant Corvisi. Share that you are watching on this Thanksgiving Eve. Type in someone's name who lives in Cranston. Or anywhere.
That's 11 I'm out.
That's
Where
one.
we caught those kids.
Yes.
Yeah,
The ferry fighters.
ferry fighters.
Well, the manhunt. Oh, good. Good house. Folks, we're going to get out. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for the stars, folks. We're going to, they're talking to the individuals right there. I'm going to get out in just a moment. We're going to let them do their thing. See Cranston Police. Good evening, one and all. Folks, here we are. It is Juan. I want to show you Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Folks, is this fantastic? Well, please share that you're watching. Thank you for the stars. I want to show you I have my full tactical gear on. Sergeant Corvisi is terrific. I want to say a special hello to Al Campbell. And we are in Cranston. And this is the first edition episode of this. Looks like somebody else is arriving here. Somebody's arriving home. Now, there was an incident at a barbershop that's not connecting to the kidnapping. I don't believe so. Isn't this awesome? You guys enjoying this as much as I am? Thank you for the stars on this Thanksgiving Eve. Folks, if you remember, I was on this street when they had the manhunt for the three fugitives that were on the loose. It was right up the street where they caught one of them. The river is right down that way. So we have, just show you on the scene, we have two Cranston police officers right here, and then we're with Sergeant Corvisi as well. Thank you very much, folks. Is this fantastic? Is this better? Thumbs up if this is better than anything on television. I think it is. Folks, you can show your appreciation of this unique content on our live stream by sending stars. I mean, and I don't know what happened earlier. We had a minor problem with I don't know what it was. And then we were able to, we were immediately in motion. They've been dealing with, so it's early on this Thanksgiving Eve. They're dealing with a kidnapping, and then there were two people that were arrested. There was a melee incident at a barbershop, and someone had used pepper spray, and I believe they're investigating that right now. So you can see Sergeant Corvisi is with the other two officers. And there's Cranston Police right there in front. We're going to stay right where we are. Folks, thumbs up if so far you are enjoying Cranston PD Live. I mean, we are out of the box with a hit. I want to thank the command staff. Folks, what a week. It's Wednesday, right? Wednesday night. I want to thank again our legal expert, Attorney Tim Dodd. But now, I'm not going to intrude exactly what it is, what's being discussed. But they are relentless. Now, yesterday, if you saw, that was a standoff. Someone apparently had a weapon. and they someone had displayed a weapon, and that's why Cranston Police had the situation that they did. So everybody does. Now, folks, I just want to show you if I can. Here it is, Juan. So this is my Ukraine vest. This is a full, I want to thank Surplus Provisions. You can see we have the, where is it? Right there. Yeah, great Cranston store. But anyhow, I'm just saying, so I don't, just so people understand that I don't anticipate that I'm going to need this, but just in case, we are fully prepared. Now, this is the street, the day of the fugitives. They had the drones in the air. They had, obviously, then they had the canines out in the raft going down the river. And they caught one of the fugitives right down the bank, straight down ahead where those Cranston police officers are. Now, if we go back up the street, that was then to the right, where the ride was trying to find the ferry fighter to get the other fugitive out of there. Now it looks like one of the officers is going in the home, and they are talking to someone outside. So, folks, we're going to let them do their thing. I'm not going to interfere. I want you to know that. We are in Cranston. This is the, folks, the premiere edition of Cranston PD Live. Here comes... Oh, all right, another vehicle, not a Cranston Police vehicle. So I want to wish everybody a very happy Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving Eve. Yes. But it was right down straight ahead, and that was the day the Cranston Police, they had the drone in the air, they had the dogs, they had the raft. I mean, they were using, that was quite a manhunt. They got 2 of them. One is apparently still on the loose. So this has connected to the incident that was at the barbershop. So they are speaking with someone who lives in the house outside. And then one of the officers went inside. I think one of the other officers is going in. Folks, we're going to hang back. We're going to let them do their thing. It is Juan. Thank you for the stars on this Thanksgiving Eve. Share that you're watching. Folks, these are our urban soldiers, men and women, front lines. It is the police we depend on this Thanksgiving Eve. We should be thankful for the police. And I want to, as many of you know, and I've been saying it, Cranston Police, pound for pound, I would put this force up against anybody. I mean, they're that solid. And we are with Sergeant Corvesi, who's good enough. Now, earlier, it was interesting as they were trying to track down the line from the kidnappers. And we're going to learn more. That could have a happy ending. It sounds like the person that was kidnapped. But that was the first initial report, was someone had been kidnapped. The kidnappers wanted $10,000. Well, we're going to find out. It's still developing. I can't give out all information. All right, now another officer is going inside. So we'll believe. Now, I believe there was a female involved here that they think had was involved with pepper spray at the barbershop. It's actually a nice Wednesday night. Folks, this is very different, Juan on the scene. You got to admit that. and we'll keep you posted on other news that is happening. Folks, you also saw last night, we were first one on the scene in Pawtucket, shots fired at that field. And I also want to let people know there's going to be an ebb and flow, right? There's going to be an ebb and flow to the night.
Valley Parkway at
Oh.
Baldwin Orchard Drive, 1 Charles William 749.
Central. People. 59 Cannon Street. From a neighbor, we just saw a male take a package off the porch. White male, mid-30s, black hoodie, with flannel bottoms and white shoes. Unknown direction of travel. What was the description again? White male, mid-30s, black hoodie, with flannel bottoms and white shoes. Got an update, last seen on foot towards Madison.
All right, folks, so we have someone under arrest. You can see they have the cuffs on her. So they have our suspect, and you can see she is handcuffed and they're getting her in the car. We'll find out from Sergeant Corvisi, but that is the third person they're taking in for arrest. So, folks, there you have it. Share that you're watching, and then we'll find out exactly from Sergeant what took place.
All right.
Kenny.
10-4-10. Short. 208. Delphino in custody. Banner 2, headquarters, 7 miles. 1853.
All right.
Houston.
The pepper spray.
That was a pepper spray. So
Yeah.
207.
it sounds like it may have actually occurred at a liquor store, not the barbershop. But,
okay.
So I was getting some more details on it. So basically,
10-4.
she may have drove at the victim,
Whoa.
and it looked like on video that she attempted to run him over, or something close to that, and then she pepper sprayed the guy as he was attempting to back away or leave.
Wow. What type of crime is that?
Depending on what the video looks like, it could
Yeah.
be assault with a deadly weapon.
Whoa.
It could be assault with the vehicle. She got disorderly conduct, violent, fighting, violent, tumultuous, threatening behavior, and then
Wow.
what's this?
That's 12. 205 is going to be transporting a female from Sherwood Street headquarters for detectives. You show myself in 209. 10 for now. 10 for.
That's 11, 10, 8. So it looks like we just had a larceny.
Oh,
10 for.
Male took a package off the porch
yes.
and ran.
Whoa.
That's 11, I'm 10, 8.
10 for us, 11.
No.
To 11. 2700. Left over the air, please. Number's going to be 67483. 67,483.
Oh boy. Cannot wait to eat tomorrow. Cannot wait.
Look, Sergeant, pressure on Ashley. Sergeant Corvese can't wait to eat tomorrow. Where's Thanksgiving? Your home or?
It's my daughter's birthday.
Oh, here we go. What's her name?
Talia.
Talia. Happy birthday, Talia. There we go. Watching Daddy on Cranston PD Live.
She probably is.
Good. Special happy birthday from Juan. Heavy traffic tonight. Wow.
You know, traffic works sometimes in a good way where it slows everything down and people slow down, but there's not, you know, too many high-speed accidents. But then people don't pay attention; they lose, you know, focus on what they're doing, texting and driving, and then they hit each other. There's been a lot of accidents on Lake Reservoir Ave lately.
Stealing the packages off the porch, that's become big recent years. Right?
Yeah, it's
the
a
porch pirates.
crime of opportunity.
Yes. And people should understand, it is not finders keepers, it's larceny. People are wondering, any update on the kidnapping?
So it seems like they're taking a female to Cranston Police headquarters for
Oh, wow.
For questioning. Hold, I just got to answer this quick.
Yes.
ILT. Hey. Yeah, me neither. I think it is just a reply email to stop. Just saying, no, this female has been located, and we wish to stop receiving those alerts. All right. If that doesn't work, I mean, I could log in and try to figure out. All right. Would we get the victim? Nice.
Joy. Joy. Her name's 1.7. Can you show me a third AL, please? 41859.
Oh, wow. Alrighty. Impressive. Alright, I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so update on that kidnapping.
Yes.
The victim we've located.
Great.
It wasn't an actual kidnapping.
Oh.
So what happened was she was being scammed. So she was on the phone with the scammers. The scammers had her wire $10,000 to them, or some type of quantity of money, and they had her on the phone the whole time. So
Wow.
simultaneously, they're also calling the family saying that we have your mother hostage. If you don't turn over $10,000 or whatever the sum of money was, we're not going to turn her back over. So then the family assumed that it was a hostage situation because they still were unable to get in contact with mom, who was just being scammed herself.
Wow.
So we located her. She's safe, and she's going with detectives for an interview right now.
Okay.
That investigation, they're still going to work. Nobody's in custody in regards to that.
With the scammers.
206.
Seeing if that guy's he doesn't fit the description.
G20 Forest Hills.
So that's pretty convoluted case.
Sounds it. Folks, on this Thanksgiving Eve, you got to be so careful with people that are... There's scammers out there.
It happens a lot with the, they call it the grandparent scams.
Yes.
They try to, call and say, hey, I have your grandson.
That's right.
And if you don't wire us, send us $10,000.
Yep.
And I've seen it where they force people to send, money or a check inside of an envelope, which is placed inside of a Bible. And,
wow.
Five. Ending is 2.4. Type 1901.
But it sounds like another case solved by Cranston PD. Folks, thumbs up for Cranston Police and again solving yet another crime. In case you're just tuning in, it is Thanksgiving Eve, Wednesday night. We are in Cranston, Rhode Island. This is the premiere episode of Cranston PD Live. It is Juan riding along with Sergeant Corvesi. It's also Talia's birthday eve for Thanksgiving. Happy birthday, Talia, everybody. Sounds like a Juan After Dark shirt is on her way.
There might already be one at the house.
Folks, now we're on Phoenix Avenue, near the old Cranston Police Station.
Over. Great. 12 Garden Street with fire. Possible overdose. 201 following.
Also, happy birthday to David Sammartino's daughter. Tomorrow's a big birthday. All right, there's Blue Moon Pub. Should be active later, and as we approach Knightsville. Cafe Eatery to the left. Marquette straight up on the left as well. Harrington Hall keeps you guys busy.
Harrington Hall is very busy. I wish there was a a way to
Yeah,
lower
I don't
that.
know. Right. No,
You know?
city manages it as best they can.
They do a great job.
Yeah.
We do a great job. Just a lot, you know.
Boy, the mayor stepped up and said, "You're not putting another village in there."
No, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Mayor Hopkins, big supporter of Cranston Police.
Very awesome.
Another police department will go unnamed said, "We wish we had Mayor Hopkins in our city." But folks, it'll go unnamed.
Just go out, do the job, and hope for the best results.
That's right.
You know. I think the difference here, though, is a lot of the guys that work here, you know, myself included, we live in the city
Yes, that makes a difference.
or from the city. We have a
Yep.
lot of pride in the city.
Yep.
You see what happens, like, you know, cities across the world. You know, nobody wants that to happen here.
No. And Cranston keeps getting bigger,
Yes, I believe.
expanding. Second largest.
Second largest.
Yep. Surpassing Warwick.
Which is awesome.
It is.
It's awesome.
But more responsibility for Cranston Police, who did not allow rioting at Garden City, by the way.
Oh no.
No.
We had that on lockdown.
You were not going to allow the windows to be broken and so that people could vent.
Peaceful
No.
protest is okay. That's more than welcome.
That's
Rioting
right.
is not.
No. How old is Talia?
She's 5. She's
Oh,
going to be-
wow.
She's still 5 right now.
Oh, my
She'll
goodness.
be 6 tomorrow.
All right.
She will be reminding me 100 times tomorrow.
Mm.
You know what? Let's go towards Cranston Street.
Yeah.
It gets a little busy over there.
She better be good. Santa's watching.
She better. Santa's watching. Tooth Fairy's watching.
That's right. Easter Bunny, everybody. And Mayor Hopkins.
And they are. He's a great supporter, and it helps guys like us, you know, because it makes you
Absolutely.
feel more comfortable doing your job.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
You can go out there and do your job, and you know, get the job done, and
Yep.
know that you're going to have support.
When I went up to him at the day of the 3 fugitives,
Yes.
I went to ask him a question, and he just said, "I politely defer to the chief,"
That's awesome. That is awesome.
which is the right answer. Juan had to ask the question. Folks are watching Cranston PD Live. It's Juan. Oh, there we go.
211. 153 Summer Street for 3900. Brother, sister fighting in the street. Nine following. One more.
Oh, jeez.
Real pulling up. 10-4.
Oh, Southern Street. All right. That's 11.
That's 11.
I'll be moved to Southern.
10-4.
So this is a brother and sister fighting in the street.
Wow.
But
Sibling fighting.
could be just an argument. Sometimes it's just you know, siblings arguing and the parents call
10-4.
because it gets a little out of control. It
Yep.
could be a physical fight.
Mm.
I don't really know. We'll see.
both out. Your street's clear. 10-4. That's 11 received. 9 report, street's clear.
That's 11 received. 11, I'm in the area.
10-4.
Said the street's clear, so this is it.
Good. Good. Peace restored.
Yep.
Go for it.
That's the goal.
Yeah, watch my box signs.
So quiet.
That's one.
That's the way Cranston residents want it.
212. 212. I'm still on the call. Can you put me on G5? The Atwood and Walnut Grove with Warren King Adams 633.
I don't see anything.
10-4.
I guess we'll clear out of that because it's nobody really around right now.
Okay.
That's 11 tonight. It's kind of like
10-4, so we'll have it.
coaching too,
Yep.
or like playing quarterback, because you have to have some management with knowing who's around you, who's available around you, who's not around you. You know, you can't leave the city unattended.
No.
So sometimes you got to clear from calls that you go to, and leave other people in charge of those calls to keep the city covered.
Folks, please share your watching, especially Cranston residents. We have a city that is being properly patrolled.
So I'll show you this. All the red and the people is on calls.
Wow.
The green is who's available. So it's busy.
Folks, again, it's 7:12 on this Thanksgiving Eve. It is Juan. You're watching the premiere episode edition of Cranston PD Live. We're riding along with Sergeant Corbisi. It's already been a busy Wednesday night. Share that you are watching. You can also type in someone's name. That alerts them to tune it in. And we're going to be riding along. You're watching this live stream, Cranston PD Live, right here. What are a lot of the calls this time of night?
So it depends. As we come close to the holidays, you get a lot more domestic disturbances.
Yeah.
It seems like as the families get together, disturbances occur between the families. You also get a lot of mental health calls. A lot of lonely people, or people suffering from different issues.
Yep.
They have either breakdowns, outbursts, whatnot. So we get a lot of those as well. And then, of course, those crimes of opportunity.
Yes.
Like the larceny of the package, or
Yep.
The whole world revolves around Amazon now.
Right.
Everybody gets packages delivered, and that's one of the easier crimes to commit.
Oh.
But thankfully, luckily, there's Ring doorbells now, and there's cameras everywhere. So
That's right. Oh, wow.
So that's a preventative.
Does it help Cranston Police the more people that have security
absolutely.
cameras on their property and home?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Even little things it picks up. even if it doesn't get a license plate, it gets a description of a vehicle.
Yep.
That's it. Just not putting back on the call.
Unbeknownst to that person that's reporting it, that vehicle could be a suspect in other cases, and it could tie everything in together. So,
That's right.
you know, there's a lot of moving parts, but yeah, it helps. And we also have that flock camera system too, so
That's huge.
That's you know, the chief went out of his way to acquire that.
Huge.
That helps. I mean, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but the amount of stolen cars that we have recovered with that system,
It's astronomical.
Yeah,
in
it's
a
unbelievable.
positive way.
If a stolen car comes into the city right now, we'll know about it within seconds.
A number that I heard, unconfirmed, is in the past, in a given year, the department may recover 9 stolen cars. I've heard, I think just the past couple of months, it was 55.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. It's definitely one of the best investigative tools I've seen.
Wow. And I notice other departments are also incorporating it.
Yeah, it's just, you know, Providence, I heard,
Yep.
signed for them. Warwick, I believe. I believe also Pawtucket. Not only the stolen cars, but, you know, missing persons.
Right.
Say somebody's, you know, you have a silver alert or an elderly person with dementia that goes missing, and you know,
12.
if it pings their car, it alerts the car in a certain area at a certain time.
Door number of my box tonight.
It helps you zero in on the location to search for.
Hmm.
Just makes it easier. I think that's more important than anything, is helping, you know, cases like that, missing kid or missing adult.
Elderly.
Yeah, elderly.
Is there a lot of that comes in?
Yeah, we get quite a few of those.
11.
I think we do a good job with that because we have like an Alzheimer's alert system where families can register with our department to notify us and alert us that they have a family member that suffers from either Alzheimer's or
11,
dementia.
10 from 7.
I was involved with that search in North Smithfield just a
Yes.
week ago.
It's scary.
It was.
Filtering.
And in North Kingstown for that girl
Not an overdose.
2 weeks
Right
ago.
there's the narrative. Between. Yeah.
That was a late night one after dark. That was a one after dark till 1 a.m.
S11's on 3.
Sorry, the one with a female half, they just wanted her dispersed from the house, ran to look clean. I'm going to give her a ride to the Econo Lodge for the evening.
10-4, thank you.
211. Adult female, Econo Lodge, 71093.8. $19.19.
We had I would say a serial car break-in thief over here recently. Where he kept breaking into all the cars. It was almost daily.
Wow.
At one point, a gun was taken from
Whoa.
somebody's car. A lot of credit cards, using credit cards at different places. But we ended up catching him.
How was he apprehended?
I believe it was just based upon an investigation by the detective division. I think they tied in that the suspect was known to law enforcement, and he had previous charges with obtaining money and goods under false pretenses, and like charges. And they got surveillance footage of the suspect and tied him in. We have a lot of good investigative databases that we use to, sometimes look at what other departments are investigating.
Yep.
And then tie them all in together.
It wasn't a tip from Ladybug?
It could have been a tip from Ladybug. It could have been. It could have been. I heard the chief's life loves
Yes. Well, she did know where that guy was missing in North Smithfield. We were all on one side of the road, and she contacted me and said, they're on the wrong side. He's over on the other side. And the next morning, they found him on the other side.
Car 2, you can clear me out, I'm clear. 10-4.
That was the commander right there.
Thought I recognized him. Yep. He was on the scene yesterday, right off Broad Street on Grand Avenue.
What is this guy doing? I don't understand this. I gotta check this out quick.
Folks, again, share that you are watching. Folks, we're going to hang back for a moment. Oh. It's Sergeant Corvesi. Folks, thumbs up if you are enjoying Cranston PD Live. 7:21 Wednesday night.
Fully on with John William 252 from the Stop and Shop in Cranston.
Yeah, is this your car?
Yeah, I'm just doing deliveries and I'm be out in a minute.
I like that. May I help you?
Yeah. Hi, how you doing? He's moving it. He was a delivery driver.
Boy, I'll tell you, they don't listen to me.
Yeah, they barely.
I'm glad you come by. They don't listen to me. They
Well,
give me shit.
let me know.
I
We'll
just had a fight with somebody back here.
we'll call us. We'll clean it up. All right.
Thank you.
That's 11.
That's 11.
Change that to a dispersal. You've been dispersed tonight.
10-4.
This place must be jamming right now.
Yeah.
Jamming.
What should people do if they observe someone on the road that looks like they could be intoxicated?
Oh, you gotta call the police.
Okay.
You know, you don't want anybody driving under the influence
Right.
on the road, especially during the holidays. You know, you got to think about that phone call. Imagine that getting that phone call at night that
Yeah.
somebody was harmed on the roadway because of a drunk driver.
Right.
It's not worth it.
No.
Not worth it. Even if they're driving it erratically and
Yep.
they just, you know, they're swerving in and out of lanes, you know, a couple
Call
of,
it in.
You know, yeah, swerving in and out of lanes, driving without the headlights on, that's a big one. Because when you're drunk, you forget your motor function. Although most of the cars now come with the automatic lights.
Yes.
It's one of the ones that people overlook. So you see a car on the highway, you know, driving with the headlights off. It could be because they're intoxicated and they just, you know, lost their motor function to turn it on. And what's the worst that happens? You know, if we locate the vehicle and stop it and determine that they're not intoxicated, then they're, you know, we say, hey, just drive a little careful and be on your way.
Right. That's exactly right, folks. Cranston PD Live with Sergeant Corvesi. And a very happy birthday to Isabella Sammartino, also celebrating a birthday tomorrow. And of course, little Talia is going to be 5 years old?
6.
6 years old. Well, she's 5 now.
She's 5 now.
Yes.
Little peanut.
71096 for the dispersal 10-8. 1925.
I believe a new plaza is they're looking at coming here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
More traffic.
more traffic. I heard that was in the talks. This is a busy area. This is probably the busiest area for the city, call volume wise.
You know, with Harrington Hall, that's consistent, seemingly calls at all times of day, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. A lot of the bus stops near there too.
Yes.
So when some of the homeless that leave the Harrington Hall during the day, you'll see them hanging. If they got nothing else to do,
Right.
they're not out, doing what they do. Some of them will hang at the bus stops for, some of them will try to stay there and hunker down for a little bit.
Mm.
And the problem is some of them they get drunk there,
Ugh.
and they sit there and drink, and then now they're right next to the roadway, which is a hazard.
Right.
And it becomes a concern.
And what about, cannabis? Cannabis recreation will be legal December 1st.
Yes, that's going to be a different type of hurdle to enforce it, especially when it comes to driving under the influence.
Right.
There's some discrepancies with that statute because how do you determine somebody's under the influence of cannabis? Well, you need to have a drug recognition expert do the evaluation, and there's only so many of us. There's 8 of us on the department total, and some of us at sometimes we're not even working. So that's going to be a battle determining what's the level of somebody intoxicated on the marijuana. Just because they smoke it, are they intoxicated? What's the level that they need to hit?
That's right.
For example, like
what's their .08?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's going to be another factor to take into consideration.
What should Cranston residents know about cannabis becoming legal?
So there may be an ordinance put into effect in the future. Not sure how it's going to go, but I believe it's smoking cannabis on city grounds is going to be a violation of that ordinance.
Good.
That's not yet though. There's
And should still not be sold to children.
No, it should not be sold to children. I need to brush up on that new statute. It's a long one. I believe it's 2 ounces. A possession of 2 ounces or under is going to be legal. Possession of
Yet another thing you have to deal with.
marijuana by a juvenile is still
More
illegal.
people under the influence.
Yes. It's just distractions for driving too. That's fine if you want to stay home and do it.
Right.
That's fine. But when you're driving and you mix it up,
Yeah.
and then add in not only just the cannabis, but if somebody's under the influence of cannabis and they're on their phone as well. That's just it's double the distraction and yeah. That was inevitable, though. That was going to happen.
Yep.
And I think this, my opinion is the state probably looked at the revenues that they can gain from it, and
Just too bad.
yeah, exactly.
Folks, we're on Park Avenue on this Thanksgiving Eve, riding along. Cranston PD Live. Please share that you're watching. We're riding along with Sergeant Cordesi. It's already been an eventful Juan on the scene. A new segment we have kicked off, take you inside and ride along with Cranston Police. The day of the fugitives, I mean, between the raft and the drones and the dog, and that was wild. Wow.
All the tricks in the book came out.
Yes. The canines are very impressive.
Yes. Well, it's, if something happens, we, 110%. Like I said, we have a lot of pride in this city.
Six. From the KFC on Reservoir, southbound. Driving north to the southbound.
That's 11.
That's 11.
I'm right over here right now.
10-4.
Said again, the report about vehicle driving the wrong way over here.
Whoa. Folks, vehicle going the wrong way, Reservoir.
Let's see anything up there.
It's going to actually be a correction on that. That's 11 and 206. It's going to be traveling south in the northbound lanes.
South, okay. Now I gotta turn back around.
That's received in the area.
And these people are gonna think I'm crazy.
11 in the area. 10-4.
North and southbound lane. South and northbound. That's what it is. That's 11.
That's 11.
G20 Reservoir Avenue South in the London's negative. Cleared out tonight.
10-4.
Garden City's ready for Christmas. That brings a lot of heavy traffic.
A lot of traffic. A lot of
Yeah.
accidents over here.
Yes. Well, there was the bad accident this past summer.
Yes.
September, actually. The 3-car. Whew, with the truck.
Yep. Is that the one where the truck landed on the...
Yes. Top. Wow. getting messages in, folks, from Cranston residents. Sergeant Gina says, thank you for keeping our city safe.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I love it.
What was reaction, Cranston Police, after that, the whole thing on Elmwood Avenue when Cranston Police held the line and wouldn't allow the rioters?
A lot of positive.
Yes,
a lot of positive,
afterwards,
which was good,
right? Yeah.
Because we needed, that was a very tough time.
It was.
You know, obviously with
Oof.
everything going on in the country, and that was very tough. But we needed that. But it was good. You know.
I heard people dropping off food at the police station the next day.
A lot of good stuff. And you know, I was right in the front. It was me,
Oh,
Sergeant Shore.
Wow.
You know, a lot of Major Padalano was there.
oh yeah.
Mayor Fung was there at the
Yes.
time too. That was a tough one. I had a bottle thrown at my, went right by my head, smashed my cruiser out.
Whoa.
You know,
That was a rough crowd.
that was.
That was as rough as it gets.
I don't think many people could say that they've worked through a
A
riot in the city
yeah.
of Cranston.
No. I was right on the street in the middle of that.
I remember I was walking back up. I was walking up the hill, and you were in the right by the church parking lot.
Yes.
And I had a whole bunch of pepper spray on me, and I remember seeing you. That was a night like no other.
No.
Hopefully that doesn't happen tonight, because I don't
Right.
want to do
No,
paperwork
no.
till tomorrow morning.
Definitely not. I don't think there'll be a pre-Thanksgiving Day riot.
Come over to my house at 1, you'll see a riot.
Folks come by Chapel View, of course Garden City, coming down to Pontiac, and we're coming into the prison area.
So smooth over here now. It drives so smooth.
It does. Doing a great job. The city looks fantastic, folks. Thumbs up. The city's never been better. I say that as a Cranston, born in Edgewood. And still more building construction over here.
It's my first time over here since seeing this. So
Oh, wow.
well done.
Look at this. Massive project. That's right, this was closed.
Yeah.
The new 37. Oof. Folks, there's the ACI over to the right. Pastore complex. I was covering a BLM protest right outside there,
Oh, really?
fall of 2020, and inmates were yelling out the window, "Hey, Juan!" It's hilarious.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah, really funny. That was a abolish a prison protest. It's the Attorney General's office, Cranston location. Folks, on this Thanksgiving Eve, you're watching. It's Juan on the scene. This is Cranston PD Live. We are riding along. Sergeant Corvesi. Patrolling the streets, making sure the city is what could be a very busy couple of days with the holidays. Already had some arrests earlier. Initial report of a kidnapping. And just a reminder, folks, be careful on the roads later. A lot of people out celebrating the night before Thanksgiving. We're not going to do it every night, but we are going to be doing it at least once a week, maybe more. We're going to see. People are asking, can we do this every night? Possible. Well, more.
That is up
We're
to
going to
the
start.
colonel.
It is. We're going to start. We're going to see. People enjoy it, though. I knew they would. And
It's a
folks,
good inside look, though. It's a great inside
absolutely.
look.
And folks, again, all Cranston residents should feel terrific as I'm seeing all your messages.
A lot of the guys here work very, very hard. You know, they do. Most times, when the police are called, it's never something good, or
Right.
you know, when you see police, the scene's never good. But there's a lot of satisfying moments that we have. You know, great arrests. You know, if somebody makes a good arrest, like a big drug arrest, or you know, you catch somebody wanted for breaking and entering a house, things like that. It's very, very rewarding. And then, you know, locating missing people, helping this woman tonight that was scammed, things like that. You know, it's very rewarding.
Well, and Cranston residents demand safety for the city.
Rightfully so.
Yes.
Rightfully so. Like I said, I'm a resident of the city.
Yep.
I want this to be the safest city possible.
Yep.
I don't want to live. I have 2 kids.
Yes.
My daughter Talia and son Hunter. I don't want them.
How old
to-
is Hunter?
Hunter is 8.
Wow.
Yep.
Tell us about Hunter.
Hunter wrestles.
Oh,
He loves
yes.
wrestling.
Oh, wow.
Hunter's funny.
Hunter excited about his sister's birthday tomorrow?
Probably not, because he's not going to get any gifts. He probably wants to play. Actually, he's collecting Pokemon cards right now,
Oh,
so that's
right.
a big thing.
There we go. Well, very happy Thanksgiving to Hunter.
Thank you.
Hunter and Talia. Folks, again, you're watching Cranston PD Live. It is Juan.
You know what we'll do? We're going to cut over. I'm going to try to take a little stroll through Garden City. Even just the mere stroll is important because it deters activity. Especially in the retail shopping areas where people might think to shoplift or little things. It's not little, but little on the spectrum.
Yep.
What was Garden City like when you were growing up? Not like this.
Not as good as this, but still terrific. But this is really incredible, folks. It's been an excellent first one.
It's the goal.
It is.
You know, just to give a little showcase.
Yeah. Folks, again, you're watching Cranston PD Live.
Two 7 tonight.
10-4-7.
My friend, I forgot to tell you, Taylor Robbins. She wanted me to get a mug signed by you tonight. But
I will get you one.
she accidentally broke it, I believe. So
Uh-oh. All right.
Yeah, that's on her. But
All right. I'll write that down.
She told me her husband.
Taylor Robbins.
Yep.
Done. That is coming.
I think she loves you more than her own husband, to be honest.
All right. Well, that's still live there.
Oh.
You saw what I put on the phone, right?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I have to.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Homicide. Now, folks, you're watching. This is Cranston PD Live, and we are actually going to be coming to a conclusion simply because there has been a homicide in the city of Providence, and we are actually going to go and cover that. Residents of Cranston should feel rest assured nothing like that here in Cranston. Folks, everybody, thumbs up for Cranston Police. especially Sergeant Corvesi. This is going to be the first of many rides, as a matter of fact, on this Thanksgiving Eve. We may be back in Cranston tonight. Now,
Quite
you work
possible.
till what time?
I am on until 10:45 tonight.
Okay.
10:45.
And as the night goes on, people need to be careful on the roads. It's a heavy drinking night.
Very, very.
Yeah.
Come on.
Now, folks, remember tonight, you see anyone on the road, call it in. See someone driving erratically or whatever it may be. And over the course of the weekend. It's been an excellent first edition of Cranston PD Live. I want to thank Colonel Winkers and Commander Padalano. Said, we have just the man for the job, Juan. Sergeant Corvesi. Oh, people already have a lot of their Christmas lights up already. I haven't even thought of that.
North of it, Dennis, 1050 J1, all for the sub. That's all.
That's just a minor car accident.
Okay,
No injuries.
good. People need to pay attention.
Yeah.
Sergeant, the cell phone's always very distracting with people.
Yes, yes. Brown's hands-free state.
Oh,
I think a lot of people forget that.
you'd never know it.
Hands-free state. And it's a separate offense for texting while driving. Manipulating the phone.
Okay. Not easy to prove.
Very hard to prove.
Yes. Nonetheless. Nevertheless. Folks, again, please share that you're watching us in Cranston PD Live. It is Juan on this Thanksgiving Eve. Our premiere episode with Sergeant Corvesi. And we're going to be doing this a lot. Hope you don't mind the company. Hope you don't mind bringing hundreds of people, thousands really, along as you're doing your job.
Good to see firsthand, so you can see what really happened.
Absolutely.
Instead of getting
100%. And even maybe next time. That was really interesting beforehand, checking down the kidnapping stuff.
Here we go. Back at home base.
Now, folks, we're going to end our broadcast here. I'm going to allow Sergeant to continue. We want to say thank you to Sergeant Corvesi.
Thank you, John.
Happy
Juan.
Thanksgiving. Yes, thank
Happy
you.
Thanksgiving.
All right, let me just grab my bag.
There you go. Have a safe night.
You as well. I may see you tonight.
Maybe.
All right, folks, there he is. Oh, no, those are not mine. Yeah. Folks, there he is. All right. All right. Thank you, Sergeant. All right, folks, we're back in Cranston. We're going to sign off, everybody. This is Cranston PD. But let me just quickly, can we go around? Okay, folks, we have a homicide in Providence. So I'm going to be signing back on from the homicide in Providence. But again, thank you for watching. First edition. And I want to thank Sergeant Corvesi and all the police command staff of Cranston PD Live. I knew you'd love it. We're going to be signing back on in 10 minutes from a homicide in Providence.